Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video is composed of things that I tinkered with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you could click on the links in the comment section below. This video should contain tips and tricks of things that I've learned throughout the year. Now, I only plan on leaving this video posted for about 30 days. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. Kicking off the day dealing with this Coway air purifier that my daughter purchased. She got it from a auction site. It was supposed to be in like new condition. It filters air and does all this stuff. This is the English side of the box. Anyway, when she got it home, it was making noise. Wasn't quite working right. So she opened it up. Wasn't able to figure out what was wrong with it. So I got here and I opened it up and I found the fan cage is broken. The peg that goes through the cage and holds it to the shaft of the motor broke loose. I contacted Coway and they said since it was purchased secondhand, it does not have a warranty and they do not sell replacement parts. So be aware that their products are basically not repairable outside of the warranty, and if you purchase them, once the warranty is gone, you're probably not going to be able to get them fixed. They didn't offer me any way to ship it in and have them fix it with a fee. They also told me that I cannot buy replacement parts. So I was going to show you step-by-step instructions on how to take this thing apart and put it back together, but since you can't get parts for it, that would be a waste of time. It looks like somebody probably fired it up, was using it. Don't look like it was used much, probably less than a couple weeks. My guess is somebody bumped into it, knocked it over while it was running, and that broke this fan cage loose. So I don't believe JB Weld will hold something like this because of the torque. I'm gonna go to a appliance place, see if I can find a similar fan with the same offset and maybe try to solder it, but I really don't think that a JB Weld will hold it. The torque would probably break it free pretty quick. That's where I'm at with this. Stay tuned. I'll put comments in the remarks section if I find a way to fix this or post another video remix. I was going to a appliance parts supply to see if they have a fan like this, but in the meantime I got my hands on some steel weld JB Weld mix. Supposed to let it sit overnight. So I put a good goop of that around there, pushed it in the hole, then I put some more around the bottom. Hopefully that JB Weld will set this up enough to take a little bit of torque. I'm concerned about the fan speed change torque causing this thing to break free. Red has a busted tail light. I got one out of the salvage yard while I was in Albuquerque. These things are the perfect height for the shopping carts. The shopping carts scrape along the bumper, as you can see there, bash the tail light. So somebody pushed a shopping cart into it. I have a spare. You come inside here, you pull this little cloth panel down, you unplug the light assembly. I pulled the light assembly out. Now there's 4 screws. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. 1 there. 1 there. You know, 1 in each corner that pulls out. Probably the first time I haven't dropped the screw. To wipe this stuff down, get the gunk out, put the replacement in. You can see the light sensor bulb there. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws and 2 guides. So can't mess that up really. Let me grab the replacement I got here. Little scuff on it, but no cracks. Slide that in there. It's got the gasket in there, and I'll be good to go. Just don't drop any of the screws. At least my daughter's having a little seepage through her windshield from when the gentleman installed this windshield year and a half, 2 years ago. So I got this 3M windshield weld, and I sprayed the dirt out of here yesterday with the high pressure sprayer. I'm gonna wipe across here with a paper towel. I'm gonna caulk all the way across the front. Hopefully it'll settle down in there and seal it. I don't know, the next time she has a good rain. Then I'm gonna scrape all this extra little stuff off with a razor blade before I'm done. The trim that goes across here is a 2-piece Volvo trim. Either the guy or myself busted it out of there when he did the windshield. He probably did it. And at any rate, I'm gonna try to get this where it's sealing better. So here goes nothing. And little red is collapsing, seams coming out apart. I think there's a good seat in here, so I'm gonna check LKQ here and possibly swap out the seat in this car. Put the screws on the wrong side. Gotta be careful I don't tear a seat if I throw it in there. Let's go tackle this real quick. Good thing is the seat is still here. Doesn't appear to have any damage, and it is a heated seat like Elizabeth wanted. So I don't know if she wants the passenger seat too. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna worry about this driver's seat. So I'm gonna grab that, grab this, and I'm gonna put the safety clip in there from the other side. I don't see the seat controller here. Let me take another look. Get this seat out of here real quick. This vehicle has heated seats, and the first 2 breakers are in. The other car had heated seats and 2 powered seats, and it had 3, didn't have 4. So I'm gonna get another one of these just to be safe. And in that last vehicle over at that last salvage yard, I actually found about $2 worth of change under those seats. Nope, I didn't leave it for the owner. I don't know if he'd have went and found it. You pull and pay. LKQ was going to charge me $11 and something for those seat fuses, and $11 and some change. They were charging them as relays. I came down LKQ. I got 4 of them instead of 2, and a couple of screws and a tool for $2.31. Yeah, it cost me another $2 to get in, but hey, I still saved over $5 and got more stuff. Scratched the tint on the window with this dang seat. I had this in the way and it fell off. I should have got a towel or something to put here so I wouldn't damage this tint. It's always something. Doing it yourself. Glad it's a back window. Maybe I'll redo the tint on this window. I've done a tint on this window before. It's got a scratch here. Looked like I just did that one too. Didn't realize that. I'm not sure where those couple came from. This is a fresh scratch way up there. And I put the tint too short when I tinted this window in the first place. Looked like the tint needed to be cleaned. Anyway, let me get these seats installed. Let this stuff build up in your cowling here. Clog up that drain. It could drain back in the car. So you're going to make sure this stuff is cleaned out and that drain is not clogged. So keep that clean. Also, you don't want stuff filling up, going down in this thing here, because that could clog up your drain inside the car. Then you'll have water sloshing around inside the vent system. To vacuum that stuff out or pull it out. So I'm going to pull this off, see how many circuit breakers I have in there. This thing already has 2 breakers there. Not sure what they're for, but I'm definitely going to put one here. And I'm going to put another one there for a spare. Not sure what it'll activate, but I'll see if the heated seat switches work when I put that switch panel in there. One of the things I have on my list of things to do if you have a white block car, it is to check the serviceability of this cable here. When this cable gets bad, mainly the connection, the wires, how it comes up in here and is joint in there, it generates resistance, and that resistance reduces its ability to properly deliver battery charge to the battery. When you ohm it out, you see the resistance. If the resistance is more than 3, you need to replace it. If the resistance is under 3, it's probably fine. You can hit the back of the starter where that cable bolts to the back of the starter, and then the battery post to measure it, or you can push a hole in the loom there and hit the battery post. But you want to check, make sure that it's less than 3 ohms. You don't want too much resistance. On my black car, mine was 7, and sometimes I would see on my scan gauge that it was charging at like 12.4 volts, which is unacceptable. This one, for the most part, has been charging at 13.4 and higher on my gauge. A couple times today, it dipped around 13, and once it dipped to 12.9. So I'm going to go ahead and check the cable. I have the pin poked in the cable there, and now I'm going to touch this on this connector up here and make sure that the resistance is 0.3 or less. So I scrape a little clear spot there, I hold it, and as you can see, it is basically no resistance. If it was more than 0.3, I would be replacing that cable. And here's a cable I thought was newish out of the salvage yard. We'll go ahead and test it. Come on. .1 to 0.3 ohms. I don't have a vacuum cleaner out this far to vacuum this. I also don't see a plug for what I think is going to be the heated seat. It's either going to be the heated seat or the power in the seat. So may have to get a harness out of another car, wire it for power seats, but we'll see what happens, whichever one doesn't work here. I'm going to try to figure out what is powered when this seat is delivering power. As you can see there, I got the post grounded over there. I got 12.49 volts, and my pin in this top hole is on the, it looks like green with a red stripe. And when I put the pin on any of the other ones, I get no power. But I'm going to activate the seat and see if power shifts to any of these other posts. The passenger side only has 3 posts, but this driver's side has other posts. So I have nothing there. When I activate the seats, it gets voltage. it's not like 12 volts. I don't understand what that is. Let me check a couple of the other pins. Those are like some megavolt readings. I don't know if they're getting ground or getting power when I activate the seat buttons. As you can see, 5.1, nothing happens on that one when I activate the seat. Alright, so that pin does nothing. The top one that has white and yellow, it may be a ground, but this other one gets something. These other two, something happens with them when I apply power. Then there was heated seats. On the heated seat, I got the button on. I got 10.35 volts right there. I'm going to go ahead and turn the button off. Those volts should drop. And they did. Let me check the passenger side. Got 11.6 volts with the button on. 0 volts with the button off. Now they do have their thermostat, stuff like that. So that'll control them whether they actually come on or not. But heck, this pad feels a little warm, so maybe it did cut on. And condition the leather seats. This is the only stuff that I put on leather seats. I spray it on, and then I rub it in with my hands. Sometimes I spray it in my hands and rub it on the seats for the cars with the suede stuff on it. This part of the seat is leather. The sides is vinyl, so there's no need to do the sides. Only the part that will have contact. So I'm going to condition both of these seats now while I'm here, and hopefully she'll do it once a month. The oil's full, the coolant's full. Elizabeth's doing a good job staying on top of that stuff. I might actually replace her brake fluid next spring along with a brake fluid reservoir, so that'll be easy to see in, and looks like she's good to go. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.